Every idea starts somewhere before it becomes real. Usually that gap between the two takes weeks. Today, we are closing it in one sitting, and by the end, we'll have a complete product design package worth thousands of dollars, built inside a single recording session. Let's start with a blank project. Nothing on the canvas, just the prompt box sitting there. We're briefing a fitness app called BAM. Deep black background, fluorescent green as the main color, a home page with a training ring and a streak counter, a workout detail page, a stats page, an achievements page, an actual detailed brief, the way we'd brief a real designer, not a vague one-liner. We hit generate and watch it build 4 pages at once, and they all match. Same green, same black, same font, same card style across every screen. On the right side, a full design guideline panel shows up. Every color, every font, every spacing value, all listed out and editable. So we're not just getting an image dressed up to look like an app. There's an actual system underneath everything we just built. Now let's change one small thing without touching anything else. We click into a single card on the home page and adjust the padding and the corner radius. Only that card changes. The rest of the layout stays exactly where it was. That's BAM built end to end, 4 connected screens, 1 guideline driving all of them. Before we call anything finished, it's worth actually checking it the way a real design review would. We go screen by screen and look at the details that usually break first. Spacing between elements when the content gets longer than the placeholder text. How the training ring behaves at different progress values. Whether the streak counter still reads clearly against the black background. At a smaller size, we click through the interactive states to hover pressed empty states to see if the system holds up outside the one clean version we generated first. A couple of things stand out. The achievements page has a card that's slightly tighter than the others, and one of the stat labels is running close to the edge on smaller screens. This is the part that actually matters. It's not enough for a tool to generate something that looks good once. The real test is whether it's easy to fix once you've found a problem. So we flag the tight card and tell it directly, match the spacing to the rest of the grid. It updates that one card and leaves everything else untouched, same as the padding edit earlier. For the stat label, instead of manually resizing text, we prompt it to adjust the type scale for smaller breakpoints, and it applies that change consistently across the stats and achievements pages without us having to repeat the instruction on every screen. Now let's stress test that same engine on something completely different. First, color discipline. We describe a photo app inspired by a film, telling it to build everything around one specific shade of pink. It carries that color through 5 different screens: the home feed, the camera screen, the profile, the photo detail page, and the settings screen. Nothing drifts back to a default white or a default blue halfway through. Even in the smaller UI elements like toggles and icons that are easy to overlook. Then, scale. We build a pet care marketplace with a home page, a search page, a listing detail page, and a whole separate flow for becoming a host. 4 different page types, and it treats them as one connected product instead of 4 separate pieces glued together. We run the same review and refine pass here too, checking the host flow against the marketplace pages to make sure the tone and components actually match, not just the color palette. 3 different products, 3 different tests, same level of consistency holding across every page, and the same refinement loop working the same way each time. So the last question is the practical one. Once we have something worth keeping, let's check how to get it out of here. There are 2 export options: straight to a zip file with usable HTML if we want to drop it into a code base, or a direct push into deployment if we just want it live. And that's the flow, start to finish. 1 prompt in, a full connected system out, a real result to point to, and a real way to take it with us when we're done. Stepping back, what actually makes this useful isn't the first generation, it's everything after it. One prompt gets you a consistent, connected system instead of 4 disconnected screens. The guideline panel means the system is editable, not just a picture. And the review and refine loop means you're not stuck starting over every time something's slightly off, you're just pointing at the problem, and it gets handled without breaking the rest of the design. For anyone building solo or running a small team without a dedicated designer on every project, that combination is what usually takes the longest to get right by hand. Skywork's plans start with a free tier so you can run this exact workflow yourself before committing to anything, with paid tiers scaling up from there for teams that need more generations and export options. Links in the description if you want to try building your own version of Ben or whatever your idea actually is. Tell me in the comments which of these apps you found the most interesting and what you'll be building with Skywork. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you in the next one.